little monstrosities. Kupare having a little bit of a conversation. Kifilankare. Individuals in these streets are with grand naivete pertaining conversations, so we're gonna have them that you might understand what's a decent one to have. Imagine a lady out here having been kidnapped, harassed, held hostage, starved, even sexually assaulted by a member of Hamas. And then this guy one day decides that, what I did was kinda snooks. What I did was kinda nasty. Listen, I was really whack, but like I am so in love with that chick that I done held hostage for a minute. So now that I'm turning a leaf and making a decision that all that which is my terroristic activity is snaksa like Konkoti, I am going to go and pursue this lady now and let her know that I've turned a leaf. I'm no longer the monstrous, beastly psychopath that I was that took you hostage over there at the kibbutz. I'm a changed man. I'm transformed now. And I'd love to marry you. What say you, child? Okay. If by now that particular child that you're speaking to is not yet fled from that site, if she hasn't run away yet, what she will say is, what the heck? Who the hell do you think I am? You hold me hostage for over a year, and then after that, you want to marry me because you've turned a leaf and you realize that what you did was messed up. You've converted over to Judaism, and so seeing as you now are not a Muslim but a Jew, you think that as a Jew that you stole with your grubby Velcro paws there at the music festival. I'm now gonna marry you because you've turned a leaf. I'm sorry, I'm scared. And then go on right ahead and whistle blow. You don't get to have your bread buttered on both sides. I have had dreams of some idiot Hamas following me around Ko Airport, then going with me wherever it is that I'm going. And I'm like, what am I doing with a Hamas rando? Just because every so often crazy cancerous terrorists that have wreaked havoc in people's lives can be accommodated in societies now because they wear a suit because their names are Jelani. Doesn't mean Uti some of us will accommodate Jelani now that he's wearing a suit and has made himself the president of Syria after the Assad regime falls. Trump does not wear wisdom, and so hanging out with that bamboo. But I wear wisdom. I am not going to hang out with the people that were at some point terrorizing my camp because they've turned a leaf. I don't care if you've turned a leaf. Bottom line is, ain't no Jew in their right mind out here going out their way to marry a member of Hamas that raped them once upon a time. Ain't no Jew. On that day she's mentally ill. On that day she's forgotten herself. On that day she's in a trance. On that day she has lost her memory. On that day, she is catatonic. On that day, she is a zombie. On that day, she is a corpse. She is in the ground, dead already, and that's the only way that this guy can succeed to make this woman say, I do, after walking down the aisle to him. On that day, she's dead. And since I'm all alive, I'm not hanging out with Jelani after having been like a whole ISIS terrorist, otherwise known as a little witch guy that now wants to marry me.